Yes, sir.
What up?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby.
Man, just had a nice little breakfast chilaquiles with Tio Omar, man.
I didn't even know he was there, dude.
Yeah, man, he's with the Whalers.
Cool.
I'm gonna go hear them tonight.
Sick.
Um, yeah, it's at 8 p.m.
Okay,
Yeah, I
nice.
thought you knew. I thought you knew.
No, I
No.
just saw. Well, I talked to him the other day, but I didn't realize he was going down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So what's up, man?
I'm using my iPhone. Does it look okay?
No, that's good. You're
Yes, okay.
good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, man, good. How's the new pad?
It's great,
Good.
bro. We're here. We're here with Adrian. Thank you for doing this, bro. It's good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a bit.
A little bit, man. Yes, since we did the podcast there at your spot, at your
Yeah,
other spot,
probably. Yeah.
before your marriage life.
Uh, no, man, it's
How's that
good.
going?
We're here, and we're in the new spot. It's great, man. I love it.
It's which area of San Diego are you at?
I'm in La Mesa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Are you
chill, bro.
still are you still teaching in San Diego State or
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
yeah?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that nice, man? Are you doing the guitar studies or jazz guitar? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I teach some of the jazz majors,
Mm-hmm.
like It's like the private lessons,
Okay.
so it's like one on
Okay.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, man. Well, last time we talked serious about theory was when I was gonna get the gonna start the jazz program there at the Universidad Panamericana in Mexico City,
I
and I was
remember.
trying to ask you how to I mean, ways to do the class curriculum. My intent was to do a 2 semester thing, but colleges they want to cramp everything into one semester, yada yada yada. And I was already teaching all the saxophone students for the saxophone program for academic music, well, legit saxophone and jazz saxophone, and so that was already a handful. But yeah, man, you've helped me a lot. I remember I called you. I called my old jazz teacher from UT, Eric Consworth. Shout
Mm.
out to that fool. Great upright player. He played for David Baker, man. Diana Krall and all those guys. And so you know, I called him up for just like I mean, just like the talk we had, and then I've had like a network conversation with Rick Beato
Oh,
as well. Yeah, man, he helped me a lot too. And
sick.
yeah, man, you know what? As much as that guy knows, because I mean, I'm a big consumer of his uh
Hmm.
his programs and lessons, and especially his interviews with all the greats.
Hmm.
Um, uh, uh, the way he approached jazz education, it was like it just gives you a lot, as much theory as possible, and makes he makes sure that you can listen to your theory. And I remember that was a big if with my clarinet and saxophone teacher, Dr. Wilkinson. He just passed away a few months back. Um, which I'm still, that's another conversation, but I'm still kind of choking from that thing. And but he was very concerned about being able to hear what you write and the theory that you think you know,
Mm.
and And but anyways, you help a lot, man. And that was, I think that was the last time we actually got to talk deeply about anything related to uh, Jazz Academy.
Hey, well, you know me. I got a lot of opinions,
Yeah.
and some
Oh,
people don't like it.
man, I heard your podcast actually with Omar. That was the one of the first ones I actually got to hear the whole thing.
Hmm.
And the one you did with Chris Potter, that was a cool one. But you had like a double cast, right? Like a double pot with him and some other dude. I can't remember
Yeah,
who was it.
I think Matt Hall was with me on that one.
Oh,
The bone
okay.
player.
Yeah. I like Matt Hall.
Yeah, you remember him. But yeah, Chris Potter came to state, and I just told, I said, hey, I talked to Carl, one of the guys that was running it. I was like, hey, can I interview him? And yeah, he was cool. So I want to do some more of that as some of these guys come through.
Yeah, man, you'll be surprised how many of those guys are down to
Yeah,
chat. You know,
that's the
yeah,
thing is they're all open to
yeah,
it.
yes, yeah, especially the very good ones. The extremely good players, they're down. They're
Yeah.
just down. You know, that's one thing I was surprised when Eric Consworth joined the UT El Paso faculty,
Mm.
because it was like a big deal because he was a back then, before he really immersed himself into academia. He was the bass player for David Baker, and
Hmm.
you know, every time. And he was a Philly guy, an upstate New York guy.
Mm.
So he comes from a long line of musicians, and yeah, he did Diana Krall and uh, David Baker, and everybody who played with David Baker.
Dude, I did a
Yeah.
video. I did a No Minor One video on what tune was it? It was I'm forgetting the tune, but I used a Diana Krall version of it. And man,
Mhm.
she's killing it on piano. She was playing some cool stuff. Like I was going through it, and she's like she was just killing it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Did she got married or something? Or I don't know what was. He was huge back when I was in college,
Mm.
or when I was getting out of college, and um, I mean, she was everywhere, and killer player, killer singer. You know, um, you know. But I mean, I don't know if it was hard, or or easy to work with her. But I mean, playing wise and musically, he killed. He was
Yeah,
killing.
yeah, she's great. You know what? It's funny, man, because I was going down. I was looking up some, because I'm like really interested in the whole like it's like
Hmm.
I realize it's like the jazz pedagogy. It's like how do they teach this? How do they teach all that music? And
Right.
it's just interesting because I've been trying to do research on like how all this education stuff happened, because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, that's kind of my whole thing. The whole No Minor One thing is like, how do we teach all this stuff? How do you hear, like you're saying, like, how do you hear all these things? And like the David Baker stuff's cool because it's like, I'm trying to get more hip to like where this jazz education stuff really comes from, and like when it's split off from like the greats that we know of and listen to, and then when it started really like being taught in school. Because I think it's great that you can learn this stuff in school.
Yeah, it is. One thing that I mean, I remember that when I was going through high school, that that's when I really, really realized that you can actually get books to study these things.
Mm.
Because for me, jazz, it was something so foreign, and so out of my hands. I mean, I really love to listen to it. Don't get me wrong, but I was very. I mean, I just wanted to play flute for orchestras
Yeah.
and symphonies and shit like that. So I was just practicing etudes and Bach sonatas and Telemann and shit like that. To prepare myself to get into to academia. And but I always listened to jazz musicians and I did play a little clarinet because I was playing banda stuff.
Mm.
I was playing for some banda Sinaloense stuff, and with just clarinet. So saxophone and clarinet was like a popular instrument. You know, I didn't took it serious at all.
Mm.
I just grabbed the fucking thing and that's it. I just played it,
Yeah.
and I played it by ear. I mean, I checked the fingerings, but I mean, it was when you play Tejano stuff and banda stuff, especially the old school stuff. Man, everybody's out of tune. You know, and then you have to your ears has to work because, for instance, the norteño stuff, you're in unison with the accordion,
Mm.
so you're appreciating all the time all these chords.
Yeah.
So it becomes um very evident the harmony. You
Right.
know, I mean, it's not that So it's some cool stuff in there, but it usually is even if it's in major minor. I mean, you go through four to the five. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like any Tejano music and polka stuff. You know,
Mm.
which is what culturally I got to leave as a youngling. You know, I come from Chihuahua, which is a norteño cowboy town. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Es all cowboys, es all norteño, Tigres del Norte, banda sinaloense. If it doesn't have the bajo sexto or the tololoche, which is an upright with the nylon strings,
Mm.
the tuba, is and out of and very loud banda style, um, uh, I mean, that's what's available,
Right.
But because Chihuahua is so close to to Texas and New Mexico, Arizona, we back in the days, we were the first ones to got the music that was hip in the states.
I see.
So we got a lot of hip hop. So that's why a lot of the hip hop artists from Mexico come from the north region of Mexico, and like Control Machete or La Clica and all those bands. They're from Monterrey or from Sinaloa or Tijuana or TJ,
Mm.
if you notice a lot of those hip hop bands, they're from those areas, and it was because of that. Rock and roll, the same thing. We love metal. One of the first concerts I got to attend to was um, Pantera in
Oh,
El Paso, Texas,
sick.
and I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Yeah, man. And then later on when I was in college and we got to listen to bands like Meshuggah or the Wu-Tang Clan or this and that. It was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So it was easier for us who were involved with music to be uh um to stay abreast of what was happening musically globally,
Mm.
because of the
Because you're there.
uh, yeah, exactly. But anyways, so it was. I mean, I took a long detour, but for me, saxophone clarinet was um, just a way for me to make money, during the weekends,
Mm-hmm.
and then go home actually study serious music, and do my do my flute studies and yada yada. And so when I went to college, study under Melissa Colgan and Lisa Garner, all French uh, conservatoire girls, beautiful players, and but they were open for me to start learning saxophone, and so that's when I started
I
um,
see.
studying under Dr. Wilkinson, who made sure I was playing classical the legit way, the classical way, the French way, and then actually play some jazz,
Hmm.
Um, and
And that's at UT.
UT El Paso, man. That
Okay.
was a UT El Paso, and then I transferred to UT Austin for a couple summers, which that's how I got to meet a lot of the guys out there,
Hmm.
and uh, and then and then I joined the the lab band, the 1 o'clock lab band. I joined and they said yes, and then before I knew, I mean, I didn't know how to improvise, but I was able to memorize solos very quickly. You know,
Hmm.
I that's I think it's because I was used to learning uh classical music or memorizing classical music that
Ah.
and sometimes by ear that I will memorize
Yeah.
saxophone like solos very quickly
Yeah.
or
You had like your musical memory was already you were already working that out.
yeah, so I didn't know what I was doing,
Hmm.
but I knew I had a good sense of tonal. I had a good tonal center,
Hmm.
you know, and I think that's very important for improvisation. Well,
Yeah.
for anything,
Right.
basically, but if you want to get into improvisation, if you don't have good tonality, good sense of tonality, I think that was what I'm trying to say. If you don't have a good sense for tonality,
Right.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can
Yeah. Like
do much with
how are you?
anything
Yeah.
else.
I get you. It's like
Yeah.
how are you supposed to play all these things or hear all these things if you can't hear like where you are.
Well, you'd be so. But I know. But for instance, for in classical music, you'd be surprised how many people get by memorizing the pieces and just playing what's on the page.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
the. I see what you mean.
yeah, but you can tell when the classical musician has a very good sense of tonality
Mm.
when it's playing the same piece. Let's for example, okay, this piece uh, everybody as a classical saxophonist have to play, which is the Paul Crescent Sonata. It's for piano and saxophone, and it sounds very tonal, but it changes. It changes tonality all the time,
Mm.
and um, and you can tell when the musician, for instance, if you heard Branford Marsalis play it, it sounds so natural.
Yeah.
It sounds so natural because those lines, especially when you play that one, the Scaramouche Concerto. If you play anything by James Hartley on the flute, things like of that nature, then changes. Any of the Russian composers, um, uh, any of that, oh Vivaldi, uh,
I see.
you can tell right away when the musician can has some improvisation skills.
What
You
is it?
know,
What is it that you can tell? Like what do you think it is?
well, the phrases and the sound they sound very natural. They don't sound too studied. They don't sound like something you practiced meticulously
Ah.
over and over. You know? Okay, for instance, this is a great example. You should put I just send you a link of this thing and you can put it down on your description.
Okay.
But This is section on the Scaramouche concerto then goes for the in the first movement. It goes pa bo bo be bo bo be bo bo be bo bo be bo bo be. Okay, if you hear that, that's second inversion triads, major
Mm.
triads.
Yeah, I see.
You know, you see what I'm getting at. You see how many times have you played that on a solo?
Right.
Well,
All the time.
okay, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, especially chromatically, because uh, 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 I think it goes A, G, and then yeah, and then from G it start the triad, so G, C, E, and then a half step down, half step down, half step down. So ba bo bo beep bo bo beep bo bo beep bo bo beep bo bo beep. So have you heard anybody? If you hear Bradford play that when he plays his classical concertos, sounds beautiful.
Yeah, because he does it all the time. Yeah. I
sounds
see.
effortless. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I mean, he plays it with the on with the classical legit saxophone style, with the embouchure, with the everything every tune required to play classical saxophone.
Right.
Um, and but all the lines are they sound natural. They flow naturally. When you hear somebody that doesn't have the concept, it sounds choppy.
Hmm.
I think that's the word. It sounds choppy. They don't know how they connect
Hmm.
naturally. You know,
I see what you mean.
uh, the cresto goes.
Mm.
It's not. If you hear somebody, some again, uh, somebody with a jazz background, the ear perceives that right away as a lick, then goes analyzes it, analyzes the harmony behind it,
I see what
or
you mean.
or automatically
You can't help it.
your jazz mind starts like analyzing that what's going on harmonically, and what's patterns
Mm.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a cool lick. Okay, cool. That's like a G7,
Right. Right.
or
I see
like
what you're saying.
like a C7 type of thing. With a sharp five. This almost sounds like a fucking bebop,
Right.
dominant bebop lick. And but that's what I'm getting at with all this academia. So I was lucky enough to go through that and discover jazz in that manner.
Mm.
Uh, the bad thing, it was, I mean, the good and the bad was that I was um I didn't get to study jazz the way that most of my colleagues do, like you did. Like for instance, I remember very vividly every time we used to do those duet gigs. Remember,
Mm.
I will just bring like my tenor and my bass clarinet.
Yeah.
You know, and like I knew the tunes, but I really need. That's when I really started transcribing bass players. Like,
Mm.
oh, I need to know like
What they're doing.
how.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what they're doing, and how do they approach it? How they are they approaching harmony? Because a bass player is always improvising, always,
Right. It's like,
always.
yeah.
I mean, if they're playing like straight swing, I mean, they're playing quarter notes, but with you know, uh, with voice leaning, obviously, but
Hey, would you say that your classical playing is better because of your jazz playing, like knowing?
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely,
I can see that.
definitely, and yeah, definitely, and I can learn classical like for instance, I have I play a lot now with my saxophone quartet, and we do some classical stuff and we do some jazz stuff.
Hmm.
And when we do the classical stuff like the Iberian suites or things of that nature, uh, a lot of my I have especially one of my saxophone players, the second alto saxophone player. He has an idea of jazz music because he's from Oaxaca, but he has trouble, absorbing things fast. He's getting better, by playing with a quartet, but I can see him like, you know, but funny enough, when I point out a couple things, he's like,
Yeah.
boom, you
Right.
see,
Right.
and but I'm trying to get him to actually absorb more and actually improvise a little more. I mean, luckily the second alto doesn't improvise much. Usually the tenor player or the baritone or the soprano.
Hmm.
But yeah, definitely it helps a lot, man. And I think it helps you more to have a jazz mind going into classical than vice versa.
I was
I
gonna.
don't think
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I don't think it works the other way.
It's something I've
Uh,
never understood, and no like shade on the classical guys, but I've never understood that like how you could just play and not really know what's happening. That always kind of baffled me. Not that they're all like that. I'm sure some of the best ones probably know all of it, but like there
yeah.
is that kind of overall, it's not. It seems like they may not be as aware of harmonically what's happening.
Mhm.
Because and then when you ask them to improvise, they're like, "Oh no, I can't do that."
Yeah, but globally, that's the academia.
Yeah, because even in school, like I remember taking like theory classes with the classical. It's mixed. You're taking general, Western music theory, and I just
Mhm.
remember some of them would just be so lost, and I was just like, man, thank God and I was lost too, but like I just
Yeah.
remember thinking like from a jazz perspective, and
Mhm.
it just made more sense. Like, oh, that's just this. Oh, that's this. Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember very well. Again, not all of my classical cats are like that.
Right, right.
Especially nowadays, they are a little more aware of a lot of them can improvise very well.
Hmm.
When we used to do the Bosse ensemble with Vardan Ovsekian,
Yeah.
and Artem. Well, for instance, Artem is a good example
Yeah.
of Vardan, Artem, Tigran. They're good examples of
Like both.
classical school done right. You know, where they're legit players.
Right.
Academia Abde Sue,
Right.
and they're great improvisers.
Yeah.
Of course, what one thing I really appreciate of classical academia that it makes my playing that I really enjoy while playing jazz is that I'm in tune like a motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah, I see what you
yeah,
mean. Like the technical stuff.
yes, and I'm very aware of where things need to be, and I'm very aware of listening, of you know tuning.
Mm.
What's my position?
Mm.
For instance, it's a lot of. I just played with this. I got invited to do a jazz academy thing in Veracruz,
Mm.
and the leader of this program is a guitar player, a great guitar player, man. And I asked him, "Hey, let's play with some of your music." And he brought this beautiful ballad, man. You know, kind of like your music, a lot of chord melody type of thing.
Hmm.
Beautiful writing, man. And and um and I played it, and I played it. I was like, "Oh man, this is I supposed to be reinforcing the melody, but I should let the guitar still be the primarily. I should sound like 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 a pedal, like the like the guitar player used a pedal that sounds a little bit like a saxophone.
Mm.
You know, man, and actually reinforce maybe a um go more with what the bass player is doing and let the guitar player or play the chord melody, but play actually what the chord melody is. Actually play part of the arpeggio of the chord or things like that of that nature
Mm.
that makes um sound more orchestral and sound make it sound big, you
Mm.
know. And I think that's something. I mean, that's something you can get from playing classical all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you need to know your place, and he really appreciated that. You're like, man, every time I play this with saxophone players, they play super loud the melody, or or
Yeah, I
yeah,
see what you're saying.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Do you remember we recorded a little video of one of Chris Lawrence's tunes?
Yeah.
Got a beautiful Cornell thing, and so anyways, it's, that type of music I
Mm.
really enjoy because you know it's supposed to sound like an ensemble,
Hmm.
not just like a. I mean, I know the inclination is like play saxophone on the lead,
Yeah, I see what you're
yeah,
saying.
you know, trumpet players are they're worse than horn players about that, but yeah, but because of the nature of the horn, you're
Hmm.
trying to usually, especially on a big band,
Yeah,
you're
you.
trying to,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, that's one thing that is very important that you can really grasp from um, from studying classical music
Yeah.
uh, heavily,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. But it's very interesting what you just said, man. Like actually, especially if you're the soloist. I mean, going and actually analyzing what the piano is doing with you, or the orchestra, or analyzing what chord is going on, or like you know, I don't know. Some things are, you know, are some of those pieces are gorgeous harmonically. Like
Right.
the composers are like Jesus. You listen to that thing and it's like Villalobos is that way.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah, that's something I need to do more of. Like, I need to study some more of the
Mhm,
classical repertoire,
mhm.
just to like, because I have my opinions on harmony and stuff, but I'm just curious, like, how, like, I don't remember some of it. Like, I remember looking at scores and analyzing and looking at
Mhm.
some of the symphonies and whatever it was, and I would see similarities. But I just, it's been a while for me, and that's something I'm not as hip to, and I probably should be.
Yeah, some beautiful pieces, man. Like all the seven string and eight string concertos for guitar, the Russian concertos, they usually play with seven strings, man.
Wow.
Like classical seven string guitars,
Wow, I didn't know that.
and yeah, and uh, with chamber orchestra or solo, and I mean the guys are
That's
like
crazy.
yeah, man. Yeah.
And
My boy Javier Reyes from Animals as Leaders and Tram, you know, he comes from that schooling of
oh,
classical guitar playing. So that's why for him it's so natural to. And when he plays his electric guitar, he stands
like
like a
a
classical
classical.
player. Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense. I can see that.
yeah, yeah. His hand is always ready to go anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, man. But you should listen to some. I'll send you some.
Yeah, send me some stuff, because you know that world more than I do. So you got to school me a little bit.
I can't remember the one I was listening to the other day because I know where to find it, but I need to because I'm looking at some of the records, and I know I just bought a record with with guitar concertos.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
harmonically, they're so luscious.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
So how you're in Mexico City, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
How is it going down there?
Great. It's going great. It's
Cool.
going great.
I see. I
Yeah,
mean, I see your stuff online. It looks like you're staying busy.
yeah. I try to. Yeah, I
Cool.
try to. We have some gigs with the trio. We're doing mostly. We're getting ourselves ready to record the album,
Okay.
and the guys are killing. We just a power trio. My bassist Joshua Pardino. He plays upright and electric,
Hmm.
and Rodrigo Garcia. His dad is a very good friend of mine. He's also a drummer.
Hmm.
His dad is like a legend here. He played with. He recorded all the pop records here in
Okay.
Mexico, like old school pop. He recorded all that,
Wow. Okay.
and
Cool.
yeah. So my band is super young, man. I'm the old cat in the band. I'm the dad of the band. Yeah, man. Rodrigo is 22, 23,
Wow. Cool.
and Joshua is I think he's 26, maybe. They're like super young and talented, man. And
Dude, I remember when I went to Mexico City a couple times, I remember going to some like sessions and some of those guys were they sounded more American than the Americans.
yeah, yeah. It's a bit of it's a heavy hunger
Right.
of learning American music.
Yeah.
But it goes both ways. It goes both ways because I think it's it's they taken jazz academia to uh, uh, almost like a policing of jazz,
Hmm.
and so nobody's writing their own shit.
Oh.
They just doing very cool versions of bebop tunes or
Right.
or standard. But if they want to play fusion, they feel like you can only play weather report. You know,
Oh.
Okay. And if you go away from that, okay, and then you're not playing jazz. No, you're just playing pop or fusion, but that's not really jazz.
Mm. Hmm.
Like, I mean, okay, like one time I was I had some, for some reason it was like uh 5 or 6 saxophone players from Mexico. They wanted to hear me play, and in the first set, I just did all my crazy freaking metal tunes, and
Hmm.
yeah, and like the stuff we did with at your session there in
Yeah.
San Diego, like Hass Kicker
Uh-huh.
or all those crazy um shredding
Right.
lines,
Yeah.
Anyways, but then so like, okay, these guys just wanna think that they just wanna hear jazz, So I like straight up, like I did like 3 Freddie Hubbard tunes. I did Dear John, which is Giant Steps,
Yeah.
and then I did Naima, and then I did Red Clay, but Red Clay on the original key.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Red Clay on the original key is in D flat, right,
Yeah.
or C sharp,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I did My Romance.
Hmm.
I did My Romance. Okay. That's a good tune to teach modes
Okay.
for a beginner,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Uh.
Because I think it goes through every single mode, right,
Uh.
of a major scale, and
Yeah.
especially because it's in C major.
Because so you can be in the white keys. Yeah.
You're on the white keys all the time,
Right.
except on the bridge.
Yeah.
You know when you actually start playing B flats.
Hmm.
You know, but that's a good. Well, anyways, so I use that tune a lot to teach my kids
Cool.
mode. like that, because you go to the four, you have 251, you have a major 251 and a minor 251
Right.
in the given tonality.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, that's a good tonal. And then you go to a four chord, you go to you have E minors, you have F minors, yeah, F major. I'm sorry, the end. So that's a good one. Anyways, so I played that one, and then I played uh what did I freaking play? Ah, yeah, I played Misterioso by Monk.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Uh-huh.
it's a B flat, and I will sneak one of these tunes in between my crazy tunes like What's Your Sign or things of that nature.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get
But
you.
yeah, yeah, because it reminded me of the San Diego scene back when it was home for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I noticed it was San Diego. I don't know how it is nowadays, but San Diego back in the days, it was either Latin music or like Latin jazz, and then straight ahead jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
and yeah, and other guys, and or you have your band, like Juice Box,
Mm-hmm.
or you know, which is jazz, but you're not playing standards,
Yeah, I
you're
see
playing
what you're
your own,
saying. Right, right, right,
you know.
right, right.
And for instance, I mean, as much as you practice and you play uh, more of a traditional um, jazz, what do you think of the evolution of jazz music, of improvisation music nowadays? Like for instance, I don't know, like we were talking about Bardano Sapiens or Tigran or I don't know, some of our old colleagues.
Like what?
What do you think of that? No,
I'm,
what do you think of that evolution of the sense that if you're not playing the masters, you're not playing jazz.
yeah, I think it's stupid. I
Hmm.
think I think you should know. I think you should know that stuff, obviously. But
Of
like
course.
it seems antithetical to like what jazz is in terms of
Uh-huh.
like you don't just stay in one place.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to kind of like whenever you study jazz, you see historically you see it progress.
Hmm.
So to think that it just has to stop all of a sudden seems kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, how many within the Michael Breaker solo records? How many standards that he had?
Oh,
Maybe
I
in
don't
his
know.
first record, he
You
had
would know
my
more than I
one.
would.
I mean, he had my one and only love, and then after that, I mean, he did um, a few others with. I think that's it. I mean, he had a few. I mean, he had impressions, or every now and then he will play
Like
something
like
of that nature. But
here's a
go
good
ahead.
example. Like I think like I was really into like Glad Hexelman. I mean I still
Hmm.
am, but like that like he would do like redos of certain tunes in different ways that I
Hmm.
always liked. But he also could play, the straight ahead stuff or like,
Hmm.
I really like all the Pasquale stuff, which is just straight up like old school style, mentality, which is cool. But I also like think about what's his name? Kamasi Washington, like the rhythm changes that he did,
Right.
like his version of rhythm changes, I think is really hip. It's like, it's like
Yeah.
rhythm changes, but it's not, but it is, and it's like, oh well, like that's what those guys would have done. Like that's what Charlie Parker was doing with I Got Rhythm.
Right. Yeah. I mean, isn't that what jazz really is? Like,
Yeah.
for instance, do you know this tune called "Receipt, Please" by Ron Carter?
No.
You should check it out. It's
Okay.
one of my favorite.
Okay.
It's a blues, but
Okay.
it's not.
Right.
I mean, I think it's like 16 bars blues or
Hmm.
something like that,
Oh, cool.
because it has an extension.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful blues.
Right.
It's a I mean, still a blues, like a medium swing blues type of
Yeah.
thing. But that's a good example of doing something different. Or like when Charlie Parker came out with his own reharm of the blues, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is like every time I have I encounter myself with that clash, you know, when I go teach a master class at a college, you know, and you can tell right away with every single professor there. They just want you. Okay, let's see how you can do on rhythm changes. And it's like, come on, dude. But pickle, you know, and or tune up, or I don't know,
Hmm.
any of those two. You know? And I mean, I get it. No, because they probably try to make sure their kids, you know, learn it or learn that vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. I mean, just yesterday, I spent it sometimes like you know all these. I spent it like pretty much all day trying to memorize some dominant altered licks that I transcribed from
Mm-hmm.
different people. You
Yeah.
know, I transcribed like 4 bars from Sonny Rollins and another bar from Miles Davis and some bars from Jeff and some lines from some of my colleagues. You know that I
Mm.
really liked on their albums and I just was trying to memorize them on the bass clarinet, and and it was fun. You know that's important. You know,
Yeah.
and so I'm learning the material. I'm learning Rollins. I think I got a Chevy Chase, you know, line in there too. And anyways, I'm studying the idiom. You
Right.
know,
Right. Right. Right.
not because I wanna play it over some freaking rock tune or some,
Yeah.
you know. So I tell my going back. So I told the audience, which is a whole bunch of students and teachers, you know, and that imagine imagine Charlie Parker showing up from the dead and realizing that we're still freaking playing Donna Lee.
Mm.
I mean, that's. I mean, I'll be mad. I mean, I'll be like, oh, that's cool, guys, that you playing my tunes, but what else?
Yeah. If it
You
just
know?
stops there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you imagine you have Donna Lee, and then you have Giant Steps, and then you have, you know, all these other things, and then
I mean, bro, that's why I'm like I've been fascinated with the whole like the gospel world because it's like I feel like that's the next iteration of, in my opinion, somewhat. I feel like that's the next iteration of the music, and it even is historically that too. You know, you
isn't
have,
that isn't that funny that where it started, and that's where it's evolving now back. You know, yeah,
and
yeah,
that's kind of been my whole thing. Like I learned so much from those guys and playing, and it's like you're telling me that like Charlie Parker wouldn't come back and like would be hearing all like go play at some sick church gig and just wouldn't be floored. Like I guarantee you he would. Like
yeah, of
he would be
course,
into it 100%.
of yeah. Especially, I mean, okay, like guys Body Strong or or Sean who passed away. You know, and
Yeah.
those guys
That's
they
why.
knew what they knew what they were doing. A lot of the guys don't, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. That's probably why. I mean, they have a clue, but they see it mathematically. They trying to see the texture that can add up. So that's why their harmonies are rich. I might be wrong by saying that, but that's every time I play in church with those type of cats, I'm blown away. I'm like, wait, what the hell did you
Well,
just do? Okay,
and you played with those guys in Texas. You told me.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, honest. I mean, you hear the organ player because we didn't have a bass player. We
Mm.
had a keyboard who was Ronnie Jones, and I can't remember the organ player. But sometimes uh, uh, um, all those guys from from Phoenix and like Body Strong will go to our church and play the organ and blow everybody away. So, and so anyways, you're trying to absorb all that information, and I think the evolution of today's music, of so-called stretch music, or jazz, straight jazz, or whatever, we got a little more into what. Funny enough, it was like it, it evolved to Jay Dilla's from it got hooked to Jay Dilla, and then it got back to church,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's also classical music. When you start hearing T Grant and Pardan and Archie Manukin and all those guys
Mm-hmm.
actually seeing how beautiful classical music will merge.
Yeah.
Uh, Miguel Ferguson also,
Oh yeah.
who like to orchestrate everything and make it sound um, so luscious, but the harmony will be more towards church harmony. That is. I think
I mean, and
that's
you think of like, I mean, you think of people like Glasper. It's like he's like, it's like that. He's like one of the most famous ones that you think of in the modern era. Or you
hmm
go to people like, the whole Snarky Puppy, Corey Henry thing, and like, and Sean, and like all these guys. It's like, it seems like that. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Like for me, it's like coming
they
from,
do.
yeah, like coming from that world. It's just like I don't know. There's definitely something there. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, for instance, I mean, I don't consume the Snarky Puppy that much, but when I actually sit down and listen to their stuff, or Kamasi stuff, or I don't know,
yeah, it's
whatever,
been a while
or
since I
once in a while.
listened to that stuff. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, but for instance, you know, uh, I mean, some of the stuff that Kamasi is doing now. I mean, we were playing that stuff back on the piano bar days, when we used to do uh the Arthur Manukian and Friends things, which was microphone, or on trumpet, Kamasi on tenor, two tenors, which was Kamasi and me on tenor. Um, this Armenian trombone player, Killer, as well. Um, so it was like a huge horn section, and he was already, they were already doing that stuff. I mean, and that's the West for me. That's the West Coast sound that we created.
Mm,
You know, that is now prevalent on jazz music.
hmm.
Um, because I mean, some of the tunes that Kamasi wrote, we were playing them. We were playing at the piano bar,
Yeah.
or at the Blue Whale.
Hmm.
The same thing with Bardan, when we did the Bosse orchestration. But sometimes they will call you like, "Hey, just play bass clarinet." All right, I will not take my horn. Like, in Kamasi will, I mean, Kamasi Katis. I'm sorry, Katis will play just flute
Hmm.
and piccolo. That's it. That's it. So it was a good time before the pandemic to be in LA. I think that was a good 10 years of uh, of development of the West Coast, the new West Coast
Right.
jazz sound.
Hmm.
And you guys were part of it too, man. Like all the San Diego cats. Uh, uh, well, we used to do the Afro Jazzic thing,
Mm.
the Juice Box thing. I don't know why Juice Box didn't continue with that project. That project was, I really, really, really enjoyed the music.
Yeah,
You
I know.
guys'
I
music.
like that stuff too.
Yeah, man.
It's fun. Yeah, Matt, get on it.
Get on it, dude. Stop being such a little bitch. You moved to Long Beach, right?
What's that?
He moved to Long Beach?
Yeah, he's in
Or
Long
something?
Beach right now.
Sick.
I talked to him the other day. He calls me every once in a while. It would be just
Mhm.
he'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Dude, he needs to get on it, man, and start. Yeah, that's why Cleese are calling on drums and Jeremy, and we just do our things, you know. And Omar and I recorded things here and there together. But I need to get you some of that stuff, man. I really need to get you some. We should do a couple of singles together.
Yeah, let's do it,
We should.
man. So what's happening in DFA? Like, what's something you're excited about, or what's the city like? Like, because I mean, I was there like years ago.
Yeah, but well, it's a heavy scene now. It's a
Yeah.
very heavy. Yeah, and especially because it's a lot of people, like the word is out that
Right.
Mexico, that then not only Mexico City but Guadalajara and
Mm.
a lot of the places. Oh, Jalapa, they have a great jazz scene with a lot of great cats playing.
Cool, man.
Day and night. Good. We have about two, three good jazz ensembles, like big bands. That is.
Wow. Cool.
Uh, we have people actually doing their own projects, especially the new cats, man. The younger cats, they they don't wanna they love the traditional stuff, but
Mm.
they're actually doing their own bands. They're collaborating with each other, and so the scene is cool, man. The scene is cool. I think we still ways to go. We need to um not I think we still have that mentality that whatever is from outside of the country is better than ours.
Mm.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
When Which is funny because everybody from outside of the country, they say how good we are.
Right. It's the opposite. Yeah.
How great of they're scared to freaking go to jam session now. They're like, oh, those fucking kids, they're like fucking. I don't want to go and they just paid almost $1,000 to go hear me play, and they play better than me. So
Right.
it's like,
Right.
you know, so but so it's kind of cool, and it's sweet of all of those guys, I'm doing a lot of stuff again, sending music for the video game thing. I just got a call yesterday from Luis Guerra that we're doing a new film.
Oh,
So that
cool.
will be that film comes out next year.
Is that
And
the same one you did one before, right?
yeah, I did. I helped Julio Morales, who's from Chihuahua as well. I do some. I help him with films. I don't do all the music. I just write things down and things like that, and perform for the film. But for Luis, I've been working with that guy for over 10 years, doing music for podcasts. Malcolm Gladwell, that's one of the guys.
Oh,
We
wow.
do. Yeah, we do. We did. I mean,
Dude, that's
3 years.
sick.
We did 3 years for that guy, man. Yeah, and Freakonomics, we did that one
Wow. I
too.
didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. And then we did Dan Mervish 18 and a half. That's the film you're thinking of. So we're
Ah.
gonna do Dan Mervish new film,
Okay.
which I think is a documentary, but I can't say them. I guess I'm not sure about it.
Cool,
But
man.
anyways, so I'm gonna be orchestrating
Sick.
the film.
Okay,
It's
cool.
gonna be Luis's music, but I'm gonna be orchestrating.
Hell
And
yeah. All right, cool,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I think we're gonna be because it's a bigger budget. I think it's gonna be two orchestrators. So
Okay.
it's gonna be me and this other guy.
And I've
Um,
been seeing like some of the clubs are still around, like the ones that I remember at least. I'm sure there's
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
bunch.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, some more, but Jazatlan opened two more.
oh, okay.
One in Cholula and one in Puebla, and then I think it's one in Oaxaca. I can't remember, but Cinco still up. Is kicking. Um, Casafranca.
Right.
I'm playing Casafranca tomorrow.
Oh, sick. Dude, I loved that place was tight.
Yeah,
What's
we're
the
playing
what
that.
was the other Parker and Lennox? Is that right?
But that I mean, those guys are having problems with musicians.
Oh, okay.
They don't like to play. They don't like to pay. Yeah, we did a session there with Juicebox. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
It was fun. That was fun. But yeah,
Cool, man. So that means that yeah, that's good. Then they're still like, because I try and see what you're doing, and then I see some of the guys that when I went down and played, I see some. I see it online. I don't know.
yeah. And then so I got a new manager now, and I got a manager who we've been friends for a minute.
Okay.
When I did my Maldita Vecindad, uh, back when I was in California, and so we have a good relationship, and he's helping me with keeping half of the year doing academia,
Mhm.
performing with orchestras and
Nice.
playing classical stuff and with Pelirroja, which is so we're gonna keep Pelirroja as a trio, and then we're just gonna um, call invite or have features,
Okay.
or do runs with somebody, so with other people, so.
Well, that's what's cool about you, man. Is you're able to like go into all these different worlds. You don't just do like bebop or something. You do everything. Like, and you play the classical stuff. You play flute. You play bass clarinet. You play tenor. Like, you can do all that stuff, which is, I'm sure, is helpful in terms of like working and like making it.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I hate. I'm sorry. I fucking hate the world making it. Because
Okay.
because what is making it?
Well,
I mean,
it's what you're doing. You're making a living off it. You're killing it.
yeah. That's a good. That's for me making it.
Yeah, me
Like,
too. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
this and that, and you have Grammys and you have this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck with my, I think my Grammys are holding my bathroom door, for all I care,
It's over my
you know.
toilet.
Fucking, Anyways,
That's funny, dude.
sometimes we make mezcal out of it, this
Hey,
and that.
you still doing jujitsu?
Yes,
Nice.
that's a weekly thing,
Cool, man.
you know. Yeah, have to thank Reptech for that.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, he got me when I used to live in San Diego. He got me into it,
Yeah,
and
Brian, he's
and
really into that stuff, man. Like, he's like I feel like he's like a pro. I mean, he teaches that shit. Like,
yeah, he goes a school there in San Diego.
yeah.
Last I heard, yeah, he's a good teacher, man.
He
And he
he
gets
keeps
good.
trying to get me to do it, and I honestly I want to. I need to get like I'd be down to go train with him. He's like,
Yeah,
just
man.
come on, bro. We'll do 1-on-1. Like, let me show you some stuff. I'm like, I know. Dang.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey,
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 can we hold real quick? I need to go to the bathroom.
go.
Let me pause it. There.
Go. You
Can you
good?
pause it?
No, you're good. Just go.
Okay, go on.
No minor one, dude.
No, hey, no minor one, dude. Oh man, be drinking coffee like a motherfucker.
Hey, I was about to ask you. You're so funny. I was about to ask you. Hey, are you still into coffee or what?
Dude. Yeah, I'm cutting off a little bit, but so, but if I'm practicing, dude, I'm, blasting water and just chugging water and dark coffee.
That's
That's all,
good,
man.
man. No, that's good, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you're staying healthy. You look good. So like, I'm glad, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I really would like to get you out here to do some shows with us, man. Because we're a trio. We are perfect for you, man.
Hmm.
We should figure it out. Are you doing some traveling, or are you just teaching and
I
doing your
mean,
pod?
honestly, right now, man, I've been teaching. I've been playing gigs, trying to make some
Mm-hmm.
money. I need to. I've been working on like this my ebook and like just making videos and stuff because I like it.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. I want to do some more traveling. I got to record some stuff and like actually get my shit going, but
mhm.
I would like to, and like, even if I could do, I really like teaching, and like, I'd be down to go, like, ideally I would want to go play gigs and teach. Kind of
Mhm.
like what you're doing, you know? Because I like it, and it's like, I feel like, the way that I'm kind of approaching it is somewhat unique. I feel like the thing is like everyone kind of explains jazz in the same way somewhat overall.
Mhm.
It's like the mainstream, which is not wrong. It is correct. It's just,
So explain to me why you got in trouble with the not such thing as marijuana. What the hell? What the hell
yeah,
happened with that?
man,
I remember. So it was this other guy this other dude who's I think he's a piano player or something like that. Or I can't remember.
what do you mean? Wait, what?
No, I saw some videos with you and this other guy going at it about harmony,
Oh yeah, I
and I
mean,
think.
long story short, bro, people do, if the minute you say something counter to what they hold dear and true,
Mhm.
they get so mad. And
Mhm.
I realized that, like, when I say no minor one, I guess it's like really triggering for people. I don't really understand why. And like most of the time they don't really listen to what I'm saying. They just hear no minor one, and then they think, "Oh, you don't believe in minor. There's no such thing as minor." And I'm like, "No, like that's not at all what I'm saying." And it's like, if you
Mhm.
actually listen to what I'm, and that's the thing, is I have hours of videos online, and it's like, if you
Mhm.
just go look at it, and there's example after example after example, and it's like, it's all there. And like, at the end of the day, no one's forcing you to watch it. Like, you don't gotta listen to it. If you don't like it, just go next. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I think harmony is very important to always kind of see different ways of grasping
Yeah.
what you're listening to, and actually, um, yeah, like actually absorbing, or different ways to see the same thing.
Yeah, and the thing is that what blows my mind the most is like, it's just me being honest, and like, I learned a lot of this stuff like from like all the church players, and then I kind of took it to like a few different levels in the jazz, relating it to jazz, and it's like, it just really helped me and like helped my ear. And then like, when I try and explain like, hey, this is what helped me, everyone's like, no, like, and it's just like, okay, man, like, first of all, I don't really care what you think, and second of all, it's hilarious, and third of all, I'm just going to keep doing it because it's clearly pushing some buttons. And like, overall, I think people, I feel like, at least the people around me, they kind of think I'm crazy, I think, but I don't really care.
Yeah. Is like a woke culture for harmony
I
or
mean,
some shit
bro,
like
it
that?
really is. And that's what I've realized. It's like this, the parallel. I'm like, and I don't like, it really feels like that, dude. It really does. It
That's
really
like,
does. And it's so weird. And I'm like, guys, relax. Like, it's just music. Like, it's not a big deal. And I'm just saying, like, hey, this is what it sounds like to me. And if you like it, try it. If not, no big deal.
you know who George Russell is?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Okay. I mean, he came out with leading chromatic.
Right.
That sounds crazy to me,
Mhm.
and is viable, and is it works,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. And at the end of the
that.
day, it's like, if you can come at the same thing from multiple angles, it's like, you're telling me that's not going to help you. Like, instead of just seeing it from this view only, and that's it, that's all that exists. It's like, well, maybe see it from, and the thing is like, I learned this from all the gospel players. Like, they're coming at the same music in a different way, and they're doing something right. You can tell.
Mhm.
And like, they obviously are hearing stuff very clearly. And I find that stuff very interesting. And it's like, and you want to know what the biggest irony is? The biggest irony is like, guys, what do you think these jazz guys were doing? Like, hello, they took, like, they came at it from a whole nother way. Not saying that I'm some genius or anything. I'm just saying, like, you can't get mad at someone for having the same aesthetic that you're on the other hand you're praising.
I mean, I was very young, and I was starting playing with I'm playing there at the church at Christ Cathedral there in El Paso, and I remember I knew the tonality was E. I know they were playing in E,
Uh-huh.
right? I mean, that was evident to my ear. But yet, I was looking to the organ player. He was playing a bunch of E flat sus chords,
Mm.
and I didn't know what was why it sounded so cool.
Mm.
I'm like, he's not playing no one white key. He's just playing a bunch of E flat. He was playing E flat seven sus chords
Uh.
over E. You know, or C major, or he will jump to C major because we were playing at E7,
Mm.
or he will play like straight up C major, like all white keys or all black keys,
Yeah.
but he will get some beautiful tension from both.
Right.
But every time I will see him play the black keys, he was literally playing E flat seven sus chord.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, that sounds so cool. Like, but I didn't know much about harmony. If I tell you that, you automatically go, oh yeah, but because E flat is the major seven and D flat,
Mm.
so that's a good way to create a leading chord,
Mm.
and cool. That's a good way to get that sound. Or if you play a C major scale over the E7, oh, you're creating a Phrygian sound,
Right.
and but I didn't know that,
Mm.
you know. But those guys do, and I asked them like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?" Well, I'm just doing this because so this is the thing that he told me. I think this is the like what the fuck? What do you mean your thing? You know. So how you know how when to play that then?
And that,
You
but see,
know.
that's the thing, man, is that at the end of the day, I think I think sometimes we tend to kind of think too hard, and it's like, man, these guys they're not approaching it from that perspective. They're just hearing it, and it's like there's something to that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why people get so mad. It's hilarious. I think it's so funny. And
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know. For me, it's like it's just my thing. I think it's fun and I like it. Again, it's just what really has helped me. So when people get mad, like, oh, I can't believe you're bird, and it's like, bro, like get out of here. No one cares what you think. Like,
Mhm.
so I don't
Is it
know.
what was it Carla Bley or Merle My Parlan who said that when before she started actually sitting down and trying to write music,
Mhm.
write a new tune, she would just like without thinking, just putting her hands down and randomly,
Mm.
and it's like and if she will like that, if she will like something, she will try to go back to that and just go through that little excerpt.
Yeah.
And she said that sometimes it will make sense, but later on, it will, she will try to make some
I mean, and that's how we started too,
so,
It's like,
so yeah, some theoretical sense, but that's why if you see Carla Bley's charts, um, like I remember they don't have chord changes on
mm,
top. You have the melody and
it is what it
go.
is. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is
That's
what it
cool
is.
though.
So yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like at the end of the day, I just like it because I just like music. Like, like I want to know. I'm not going to sit here and just study one thing. Like, you're crazy. Like, I would have never found Afro-Cuban music. I would have never found jazz. I would have never found like R&B music, soul music, or gospel music. It's like I don't know what these guys are, and they get so furious and they're just online. It's whatever. Like, it's like get out of here, bro. Like, but
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I
anyways,
mean, you know, if it's not, I mean, is if it's not affecting you, I don't know what, I mean, I see what you're saying, but it's like, um, it reminds me of that rabbit hole the Graham Hancock rabbit hole with all the Egyptian shit
Yeah.
and this and that. The Danny Jones has had like those guys are using X-rays to go
Well, and
to.
look at now. Now a lot of the stuff that Graham Hancock was saying, he was kind of right. There's something
Oh yeah,
there. There's something there
yeah,
for sure. Like, and now that was his whole point. Like, hey guys, I don't think we're seeing the bigger picture. And it, as time goes on and the technology gets better, it's like, wait, maybe this crazy guy is onto something. Like,
right, right.
anyways, dude.
Omar was telling me that he believes that Egyptians already found
Mm,
something under the pyramids, but they don't want anybody to see it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised.
that's why there's so
That stuff is so fascinating. It's like, yeah, it's very interesting, and it's like human history. Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole nother thing, dude. I have to go. I'm sorry.
dude.
I have a
Go
gig, and
go,
I'm gonna be late.
dude. I gotta get ready because I gotta go see freaking Omar play some reggae.
Sick. All
All
right,
right,
bro.
dude.
Hey, I love
Thanks
you,
for the
bro.
second
Thanks for doing this.
Love you too, man.
Hopefully, I'll
Take it
see.
easy, man.
Hopefully, I'll see you soon,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man. Yeah, please do.
And
I gotta go to California when we start working on this film thing. So
okay,
we,
tell me before you come so we can set some stuff up. I'll get you some work.
yeah, yeah, do some gigs,
Okay. Just
All right,
just
buddy.
te- just tell me beforehand so I can give you some stuff.
All right, buddy. Love you, dude.
All right, see
Second
ya,
to you,
brother.
bro.
Later, man.
Bye.
A jive symphonic funk of off-tone melodies and open-tone vibrations. It's life.